Welcome everyone to another edition of Gracie and Amy. I'm sorry, in the kitchen with Gracie and Amy. We have been having way too much fun. We should just videotape these bloopers. Modern technology not working. Dueling Googles.
Someday, our videos are going to be perfect.
Oh please! I don't think everyone wants to watch perfect videos. I think they love watching us be funny and silly. We can keep playing the Christmas.
Add a little bit of Christmas stuff because we're in the Christmas spirit. That's
well, you can keep playing it. Just have it half volume.
I think it stopped. It's fine. I just wanted to start off.
Okay. Okay, so my mom is going to make my favorite cookie. But of course, I am 4 hours away from her, so in order for me to get some, she's going to have to mail them. We'll see, yeah. She's like, no.
In the box and to the post office, you might get some.
Or I'll have to make them myself.
Yeah, or you have to make them yourself.
So, but this is mine. This is my absolute favorite. It became my favorite because of my Zia Agnese. She always made these, and they became my absolute favorite cookie. I don't know. It's funny because I don't love. It's chocolate. It's a chocolate. I don't know, spice cookie. I don't know what they call it.
Basically. Mm-hmm.
But I don't really love, like, chocolate isn't my favorite. I mean, I like chocolate, but it's not my favorite thing. I'm more of a, crunchy, like things like that, or drizzled chocolate. But it's not my most favorite. But this cookie, hands down, is the best. I think it's because it has all these different flavors. It's just amazing. So
it does. It has a lot of flavors. Yeah.
My mom is going to show us how to make it, and I definitely could make these myself. with my mom's tutelage, I could make them myself. So go ahead, Mom. Take it away.
So these cookies, they're called. We called them. We were told that they're the whiskey cookie. I really don't even know the name of this cookie. Now, I did see one of my aunts in her recipe book, and I lost the paper that it came on. I copied everything, and then for some reason, the paper was gone. The title said Tetu.
I saw that too online. I was looking up. I just put in the word chocolate spice cookie, and I did see that too. Tetu. Mm-hmm.
And that's what she wrote on there. Tetu, which means here you are.
Yes.
Or this is for you.
Right.
Okay. But they call them the whiskey cookies. All right. So, the ingredients are these cookies are a lot. So I am not going to name. I'm going to tell you as I go along. It will be in the recipe file. Okay. All right. So first, I'm going to start off with my eggs. It's going to have. It has eggs and sugar and butter and. Oh, we have another blooper.
It's what's funny about me and baking is that I'm like, we should have videotaped the conversation that we had about I was originally going to make these, and my mom was going to make another one of our videos. I'm not sure which one you'll watch first, but we did bracciole in another video, and she was going to make that, and I was going to make these. And then she told me how I had to make them. And I was like, are you crazy? It's a lot of work, Mom. I mean, not really. Not really. It isn't a lot of work. It's a fun cookie. But me, I just don't have that baking gene. So I would rather cook, meat or, make meatballs. And so I said, okay, you can do it. You can make those. That's been pretty much my life with cooking. Unless I was helping my mom in the kitchen, I was not making it on my own.
Exactly. So first we have eggs and sugar, and I'm going to blend that together. And that you need to blend to get a little fluffy, okay? I'm gonna try to speed it up so it goes quickly on this one.
Yes. Speeding up. Although it's funny earlier, when I show the next video, and I'm going to do the next video because it's easier for me. Earlier my mom was helping me, go through and using the electric mixer and the standing mixer and mixing what I had to mix, and I'm like, it's going everywhere. And of course she's laughing at me like, oh my god.
Okay, where did it go? Here it is. The next thing we're going to put in is butter. Excuse me. Now, this recipe originally called for Crisco short only. Well, I don't like just Crisco. So, to me, it doesn't give it no flavor. Okay? So what I did was I tweaked it a little bit, and what I do is I put more butter than Crisco in the recipe because I just love the buttery taste. The taste, you don't really taste butter, but you get that moistness.
Yes.
With having both of them, okay?
Yes.
One or the other doesn't work, okay? When you use Crisco, you will have a softer kind of cookie. When you use butter only, it's going to be more
like firm.
More firm. Yes, exactly. So using the combination though makes it just, I don't know. You'll see it when we're done. How's that sound? Okay. So we got to mix this up. Now you have to be kind of patient with this because this is a very involved cookie. There's many components to this cookie. This part, you don't have to beat too much, okay? You just have to get it all mixed and incorporated. You don't have to keep going and going and going and going. Maybe a minute, it'll be enough. Just get it nice and fluffy, the butter and the Crisco and the eggs and the sugar all incorporate. Okay, that looks good. Okay, now I'm also gonna switch from the whisk to the paddle because the whisk you'll have it all inside your whisk. Your dough will get on here, and you won't be able to get it all out.
Yeah, that's no fun. Pulling the dough out of the whisk is no.
I'm going to put on my paddle. Okay, now, so what I've done here, I've put all of these, I will tell you what they are, but I've put it all into my bowl so that we don't have to do each one at a time.
Right.
This recipe has in it cinnamon, cloves, nutmeg, black pepper, orange zest. That all goes into this bowl. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it into this bowl and start to beat it a little bit. Then I will tell you, I will add more stuff. Oh, there's one more ingredient here that's got to go into this bowl.
Wait.
And that is what? Yes, go ahead.
And the cocoa powder.
Oh, I'm sorry. Cocoa powder.
Well, I mean, people are going to look at that and go, what kind of flour are you using?
And then another one, the other ingredient, these are dry ingredients, okay? is nuts. Now, you could use walnuts. You could use almonds in this. I wouldn't suggest hazelnuts though, because you're gonna get a different flavor. Okay. I happen to have a couple of these. I had walnuts and almonds in the fridge.
Ooh.
I combined them because I need to use them up, and that's what I'm gonna put in here.
Nice. She also has flour in that bowl too, you know.
Oh, I'm sorry, flour.
Like, you know, it's not just you gotta have flour to, you know, put that all together.
And my baking powder is in there too.
Baking powder.
All my dry ingredients I put in the bowl just to save time. Okay.
Yes. So I'll run them down again. It's flour, baking powder, cocoa powder, and you have your cinnamon, your cloves, your nutmeg, your orange zest, and your nuts.
Yes.
All mixed together.
I'm going to put all of it in here at one time, so that it can start to mix and incorporate, because there's more stuff that has to go into this. Did I say I put my black pepper in here yet?
Oh yeah, black pepper, right? Black pepper. Mm-hmm. I forgot the black pepper. I mean,
this also makes so many cookies. This recipe, yes. I mean, a lot.
Yes, it does make so. It's a great recipe. It's a great recipe to give as gifts.
Yes, it is. It is, because there's so many cookies. You know,
like
dozen. You know,
and then like a little thing of cocoa or some coffee.
Yes, exactly.
Perfect. The perfect gift. And you know, you don't have to just wait to Christmas. You can do this at any time. Like, this is a perfect gift for any season.
Exactly.
These cookies are just, I don't know why I love them so much. I just love them. Love them.
I'm going to add, now I don't normally do this, but my mom used to do it. She added some chocolate chips to this. She thought it would taste good. Now,
I like it.
Not my mom's recipe, but she would make it, add some chocolate chips to it. She would grind the chips, but no. She didn't grind them. She just threw them in there.
Yes.
I just happen to have ground chocolate chips, so I'm gonna put that in there.
It's funny because they were different. Like between my Sicilianese and then my grandmother and then my mom, they're like all different variations.
Let me tell you. Let me start this mixing, and then I will tell you. I have really changed the recipe. I mean, the way it's done. My aunt would probably be mortified to know that this is what I've done. It's the same flavor, but not the texture. Okay.
I think isn't that really the way of our ancestors? You keep changing everything, right? They did. They changed it. They're like, oh, you know what? I'll change it. This makes it better.
So I don't know if you can see this, but it's starting to work slow.
Yep.
So now I have to add the other stuff to it. Okay. And the other ingredients in this cookie is orange, the juice of an orange. Okay. I had the zest. Now I have the juice. So I'm going to cut it. And also raisins. Now, the recipe originally, my aunt boiled the raisins, okay? And then she would mush them up and throw them into the mixture. Not me. I don't like tasting raisins in my
Right.
So I boiled them and I crushed them
Yes.
really with a blender so that I don't taste raisins. I don't taste the texture of it. I taste it, but not the texture because I don't like it. I just don't like raisins in much of anything. I will eat raisins like an oatmeal raisin cookie, but that's going a little bit over the edge.
Yeah. So the cookie, the version of the cookie that I love the most has to have chocolate in it, and it has to be the way my mom crushes the raisins. So like that's if you take my, basically if you take my sicilianesas and my nonna putting the chocolate in and my mom crushing the raisins, like that's the best combination because you get little bits and pieces of everything and it's just so flavorful. So flavorful.
So that goes in there.
Mhm.
That goes in there. And there's one more ingredient. And that is the whiskey. Now, you can use whiskey or you can use rum, any kind of liquor that doesn't have too much of a different flavor.
Yeah, we were talking and we don't think something like a schnapps would go good.
Yeah.
It's got to be something with more like a heartier liquor.
This one is a Canadian blended whiskey.
Yeah. So, but I mean, like the whiskeys or maybe even bourbon because bourbon's got that heartier, flavor.
Yes.
Your rums, things like that.
Yes, exactly. And
Things with that bite. It's like that bite. That
bite. Yes.
The bite. Mm-hmm.
And you mix this. You just mix it, let it get all incorporated. It doesn't take very long. I'll go a little bit faster. Yep, I think that is good. Okay. Oh. Now, if your dough, for some reason, now this is perfect. If your dough, for some reason, is too soft, because remember, flour, depending on the day,
Right.
will gain the moisture, and it might, with all the stuff that you're putting in here, the dough might come out more soft. Then just add a little bit, maybe
Right.
a quarter cup. But I'm going to try to show you this.
Yep.
Now, normally, the recipe that my aunt had, which I have it somewhere, the original recipe, hers was very, very firm, really firm. The dough was really firm. Wasn't that soft.
Right.
So bake the cookie came out really firm. Okay.
Exactly.
And when you bit it was very good.
Yeah.
But it was of a firm cookie.
Right. It was more like it was drier. It wasn't as,
It was drier.
Soft.
Exactly.
So, but this probably is because you added the butter, right? Because you had the butter, so it makes it more.
Right. And I remember her recipe only uses the recipe that she originated was Crisco.
Right.
Okay? And remember now, she brought that recipe from Italy. Okay. Excuse me. And they would have used lard. She wouldn't have had Crisco.
Right.
In 1931. So she would have used lard over there in Italy. And probably the recipe, the cookie may have even tasted a little bit different with her.
Sure. your volume. No. Hold on.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it was just probably, so just say probably, you said probably it changed.
It probably changed the lard. When you're coming here, the lard probably tasted one way.
Yeah,
In here to use the Crisco, it was probably another way. Okay.
exactly. But you know what? It's great because it's great that we, modify and change. And that's kind of how this is how every family, right? The Italian recipes or other cultural recipes, they change from family, region to region. But I just love this version. This version is, to me, the best version of the cookie.
Well, I didn't like the cookie to be hard. Okay. I just don't like cookies that are hard.
Right.
I don't like cookies that are hard. So that's why I changed it. And in my business, I wanted the cookies to be very, very tasty.
Right.
And I found that cookie being hard, I didn't like it. I'm going to go and put this in the can. Normally what I do is I use a scoop, but I'm not selling these. So I'm just going to go take little mounds of them and put them in the pan.
So all of the people who might be getting this, you're going to have small ones, big ones.
Yes. Yeah, I have a large amount to do.
Yes, you do.
I'll use a scoop after I do that. But first, I can bake
just for this purposes.
I will do this. Now, I also want to tell you a story about these cookies. Me making them. In my business, I always volunteered or I joined shows. Okay, so there was a show at the Christmas bazaar at the local school, and so I got a table there, okay? And to sell my cookies, and I had a variety of cookies. So this was one of the cookies because it was a Christmas thing. So I took these cookies and I brought them there, okay, and I put them in a nice ginger kind of a jar, and and they were frosted, we will do, and they were frosted, and so I saw the people said, "Oh, what's that cookie?" And I said, "It's called the whiskey cookie, whatever." And so they would buy it, and one person said, "Oh, these taste wonderful. What's them?" So I told them and everything. Well, as one person bought it, the next person came up and they bought it, and they said the same thing. I sold all these cookies, not the other ones.
I'll tell you, it's those flavors. Those flavors are incredible.
I wish we had smell of internet.
I know. I mean, you guys have to make these. You're just going to have to take the time, spend a day making these cookies. They really are. I mean, they're just, it's like Christmas in a cookie. That's what I can just describe. It's Christmas in a cookie.
It is just, I don't know. It's, to me, I mean, I like these cookies too. Everybody seems to like this cookie. There's just something about
it.
So what we're going to do is we're going to go bake them, okay? And we'll take a pause.
Yep, take a pause.
Back shortly.
Don't worry, we're going to be back.
To see the finished product.
Okay. Okay, we are back.
Hi.
We have our music in the background.
So the cookies are done. I mean, go down a little bit. I think that's a little loud. Do you think or not?
I mean, it's fine, but you could.
What?
I can hear you.
Okay. Now this is the done cookie. Okay. I'm gonna break it in half.
Nice.
That's what it looks like. Okay. I'll take a bite. Mmm. Very good. Okay. Now.
You're pausing it. Is it driving you nuts?
I can't talk. I can't hear my.
You're funny.
So this icing, so you ice. So these are get iced. Now, there's two ways. I like a very thicker icing on these cookies. Okay.
Right.
But the recipe called for a glaze. I mean, the original recipe.
Mm-hmm.
Glaze. So you could either make a glaze and glaze these, or you can do like I'm doing, and I'm a little thicker. Okay, so I'm gonna frost. I'm just gonna dip it in. Okay, and I'm going to put a little sprinkle on it.
Gotta make them festive.
Of course. There's one. And there's two.
Nice.
Now we have.
Oh, very pretty. Very, very pretty.
So we have our chocolate cookies.
Yes.
Our festive chocolate cookies for the Christmas holiday.
Exactly.
We hope that you'll try to make these.
Mm-hmm.
Because we think you will really, really enjoy them.
Definitely. You'll definitely enjoy these. So we will see you again in our next video.
Yes, and we will be doing, I think, one more before the holiday to show you one of our other traditions. And then we will pause for the Christmas holiday and start again in the new year.
Yeah. So right now we're gonna have. You'll see another video of. No one knows when we make these videos. This is the funny part. Like we don't know the day, the date.
Right. It's
in this series, this whole Christmas thing. You're gonna see a ton of videos. So when my mom said one more, she meant one more of an entree and of a dessert. So these ones you'll see a whole bunch.
Exactly.
And I think you'll enjoy them immensely. So until we meet again.
Arrivederci. Buon appetito.
Ciao. Buon appetito. Beautiful.